Do you think men can give birth?
I think that
Yes or no question?
I think that a person who is assigned male at birth, I don't think they can give
Assigned
birth.
male at birth, so people are not male at birth?
I think that a person.
See, your evidence that college is a scam, my friend.
So what do you say in some cases women with IUDs are murderers?
Of course not, they're not murderers. We
So
do
what's
not
the
know-
difference between an IUD killing a conceived zygote
Because-
and like a mother going to Planned Parenthood and killing the fetus in her womb?
That was actually the best point somebody made.
It's not about the cells.
No,
It's not about. No. I'm
I know,
speaking.
we're-
No, I'm speaking. No,
we're
I'm
both
speaking. No,
bunch of
I'm
cells,
speaking. No,
okay?
I'm speaking. No, I'm speaking.
Want to say it one more time?
No, I'm speaking.
Hello, everyone. I am Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, and I am surrounded by 20 woke college kids. My first prompt is, abortion is murder and should be illegal. All right.
Can I maybe go?
Okay, hello, what's your
Hi,
name?
Juliana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Can
you.
we get our terms right first?
Yeah.
Okay, abortion is the forcible ending of the viability of a being in utero, otherwise known as a fetus. Do we agree that's what abortion is?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, great. And then murder is the intentional taking of life, different than killing or sudden death. So murder would be the intent, with intent, taking another life. Do we agree with that?
Okay,
Okay, and then we agree that murder in general in society should be illegal.
yeah.
Okay, great.
So yeah, no, I do want to preface that I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
So I think one really important thing that the Bible says is to not judge. And just going back to the topic, I think there's a big difference.
First of all, before we go any further, I just want to go ahead and say this. The Bible says, judge ye not, lest ye be judges with the same judgment. But it also says that a righteous man judges all things. See what I'm saying? So it's one thing to come with a righteous judgment and look at things through a righteous lens and say, this is of God, this is not of God. And it's another thing to sit up and point at someone and go, you failed that test, or you suck at this, or I seen you do this wrong and you're a piece of crap. Like, it's two different types of judgments. There's one judgment where you're just doing it out of your flesh because you want to make fun of somebody or because you just want to be overly critical because you think you're better than somebody. And there's another type of judgment where we're looking through a righteous lens and we're trying to correct people based upon a biblical standard. Let's keep going.
Between, cells in utero than a living, breathing, existing being. And while I do believe it's murder, and that's just my personal belief, right? I don't believe in telling people what to do with their bodies. That's not up to me, and it's not up to us
Okay.
as well as Christians
But-
to judge.
Should we prevent murder in society?
For sure, yeah.
Then it should be illegal.
But I think that it's really different, right? Because, these people aren't.
Sorry, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, what's your name?
Naima.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, can I just ask, at how many weeks do you think that a fetus is viable?
Well, viability and moral worth are two different things.
No, but I'm asking you, at how many weeks do
Well,
you think
at
a
about
fetus
20
is viable?
weeks, a baby can survive outside of utero.
So it's actually 24 to 26
Well, it's
weeks?
20. The youngest ever in a NICU unit actually happened in San Diego, not far from here, and survived at 20 weeks.
Okay, so under Roe v. Wade, 93% of abortions happened in the first 13 weeks of pregnancy. That's 93% of the abortions happened well before a fetus is technically viable
For
as
sure.
a form
so
of life.
Let's go into viability. So what is it about, let's say, a 6-week baby that has a heartbeat, its own DNA, fingerprint, brain waves, that is less moral worth than an 88-year-old right now with dementia in a home down the street?
Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet to the nations. If you believe that you are a Christian, if you are a follower of Christ, there is no absolute way you could stand behind abortion and try to justify it. A life is a life, even before conception. So for sure, a life is a life at conception. And I would say conception as in the very day that the man and the woman got together and did the shebang, before they even knew that they were pregnant. It was a life. Let's continue.
That person requires assistance, requires help. Why is it that the 6-week baby is of less moral worth?
Well, first of all, it's not a baby, it's a fetus.
Well, what does fetus mean?
A fetus is in utero.
What does fetus mean in Latin?
What the f? I'm sorry, is this
It means little human being.
Ooh, his smile is very creepy. Okay,
Smiling is creepy.
no, your smile specifically.
Okay, so the man's smile is creepy, but you're over here talking about killing babies and trying to justify why it's okay because it's 13 weeks or because it's, you're saying that they can technically not be a baby until like 24 weeks or whatever she said, like, but his smile is creepy. Okay.
Got it.
But let's go back to, we're losing track here.
No, but what species is the fetus?
The fetus is not a species yet. It's technically classified as a parasite until it is
wow.
viable.
So
No, I want to talk to you about something very
I
quickly.
can't let you get past that. Are you
I'm
saying
sorry.
saying a baby is a disease or a tumor?
A parasite is not a disease and a tumor. Those are not the same thing. A
parasite.
parasite is defined as something that cannot survive outside of its host. A baby, before it is viable, cannot survive outside of a woman's womb.
Got it. So let's extrapolate that.
It is not a living organism.
Are old people with Alzheimer's and dementia that are being assisted every day, are they parasites?
No, they're not parasites. They're human beings who are on the brink of death.
Got it. So
They're not going to be able to survive.
4-month-old that requires mom's breast milk and requires daily changes and feedings cannot survive without its own. Is my 4-month-old a parasite?
Your baby can breathe on its own. Your baby can drink water from its mouth to its stomach.
But if you left the baby to his own devices and just set him there, would he survive or not? No, they wouldn't. So.
But it cannot.
Your baby can
it
eat
hunt?
food.
Can it gather? Can it reason?
But that's not what qualifies something as being a
okay, so
living organism.
then
Being
let's
a
get
living
back to
organism
terms.
simply means, can you survive outside of a womb, outside of your host?
Got it. So I just want to make sure I'm clear. Why does that then equate to moral viability?
It equates to scientific viability.
Why? Under what standard?
Because it is not alive, and you are
it's-
advocating for the rights of something that is not technically a life,
Got it. So what is something
while
that has
sacrificing the needs of the human woman who is alive.
Got it. So, but a mom can.
Here's what I think. I think people actually understand that it's murder and they know that it's wrong. But I think that people's pride has became so great. People love to argue things that I've seen people do this my whole life where they will argue a point that they know is wrong. But just for the sake of their own ego and not wanting to look like they were wrong from the jump and not wanting to admit that they were wrong, they will continue to argue it into the dirt, knowing that they're wrong. Because people don't love the truth. They don't care about the truth. They just want to protect their own ego. I think that's the case with a lot of people. I think people know that it's wrong. They know.
survive
Yes.
without the baby in her,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
The baby cannot survive without the mom.
Yes.
But a mom cannot survive without her lungs. So it's not her body, it's in her body. It's not
Yeah,
her
I
DNA,
know.
so it's not her choice. So it's
It actually is directly her DNA.
it's
It is 100%. It's 50% of her DNA.
half her DNA.